Hello, today I'm going to recommend a hidden gem. The artist is Robert Lester Folsom. The album is Music and Dreams. It was released in 2014. The label is Kamado Records. Robert Lester Folsom is one of those guys like Rodriguez, if you know who that is. He put out some work, it didn't really take off, life got in the way, he became a house painter to pay the bills. But then later, he gained a little bit of notoriety. But this is Folsom's single studio album. The most recent version is from 2014, but it was recorded in 1978. They've also released many of his home recordings called Ode to a Rainy Day, archives 1972 to 1975. And after these reissues, it kind of reignited his career. I mean, kind of. He is a hidden gem. He came out with an album in 2016 called Beautiful Nonsense, but I think his debut, Music and Dreams, is just awesome. If you like a confection of psychedelic sweetness, something that merges Neil Young with Jerry Rafferty, along with like 10cc and maybe even a little bit of Ween in there, this is going to be right up your alley. Essential listening. So I think the album Music and Dreams has two standout tracks, two that I really love. The first is Biding My Time. It's this kind of breezy and laid back vibe. It's like most of his music. It seems quite relaxed. It's quite serene and reflective, but I think the best track is April Suzanne. This is a love song. It's very tender. There's this kind of longing, unfulfilled plans, the kind of idea of we're gonna build this thing together, but then, it all falls apart. I just love the melody. I mean, I think this is the case with a lot of his songs, is it has this odd melody. The prose, warm, timeless, feels effortless and smooth. The lo-fi home recordings are charming if you look into those. I really like them. And this feels a bit like discovering a hidden treasure. The cons. Some tracks sound heavily indebted to mainstream 70s soft rock, like Bread, America, Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young. If you don't like this kind of thing, you're gonna hate it, but if you do like this kind of thing, you're gonna love it. I think the lo-fi uneven production on some of the stuff might put off some listeners. Even the album sounds a bit cheap, but to me there's a charm in that. I mean, it might not be for everybody. Final thoughts. This is like finding an old photograph in perfect condition, like your grandfather or, someone from long ago. Or you could also look at it like a buried treasure that you find perfectly intact after hundreds of years. It's that kind of feeling. It almost feels like, how was this not found long ago? I think there's a nostalgia here, and it's strangely timeless at the same time. It's a little bit like an alchemist's automaton in a museum or something. It holds this kind of fascination because it transcends time, but it's also perfectly of its time, if that makes any sense. I put some links to his reissues below. If you have anything to say about Robert Lester Folsom, you can comment that below, and that's all I got. Take care. Until the next time. Bye-bye.